Hey, it's your boy 950 Kev from the 950 Lounge Show with LeBron James in the radio game, the most electrifying man in media today. And I'm 1/5 of the best team in radio. So I'm joined by my brother Rodeo, the funny guy, just the classic man, the cynic, aka Mr. Roper, backstage Ed, and the lovely, super talented Steph Pearl. It's 950 Lounge every day, all day on multiple networks. So take us a listen, let us know what you think. Catch us at www.950lounge.com or my Instagram at 950kev. Here for question of the day, and question of the day is presented by my good brother at Grindhard TV. Grindhardtv.com plays all your videos, conversations, everything, the who's who and what's what in the industry. Maybe you might be on Grindhard. I don't know. You saw him on the bus. Okay. But ladies and gentlemen, go to grindhardtv.com. See 950 Lounge there soon. Grindhard TV, where it all goes down. So today's question of the day, since you are such an open soul, is most overrated sex acts.
Okay.
Various sex acts are praised for no goddamn reason. I'm reading that off the prompter here. Mm-hmm. Overrated sex acts. What's an overrated sex act to you?
What sex act?
Sex position.
That's overrated?
That's overrated. That everybody goes crazy
the
about.
The pillow grabber.
In the world of Jeroslyn is overrated.
On top.
Damn. Why would anything about sex be overrated?
Certain positions you might feel like, you know, like everybody's like, everybody loves doggy style or something. You're like, well,
I don't know. What I was saying, and I was just saying this the other day, I think women play with yourself, masturbate. Do it during the sex. Do it before the sex for me, like depending on who you're having sex with.
You want to say something, Jeroslyn? You've been in LA that long? Aren't you been with somebody 12 years?
Yeah, so he's amazing, and sometimes it's just too fast, and I'm like, oh my god. So I will masturbate so that I can last.
So you don't mind if a man say, touch yourself, touch that titty, you know? You be like,
no, well I'm already doing it
you be
because
playing the guitar with your breasts.
Everybody's bodies are different, and how you get to that point, how you have an orgasm.
This will be our X-rated network. So
I have had an orgasm with him just penetrating me, which he's the only guy who's ever done that for me. That's why
he got married.
But for the most part, the way I typically have an orgasm is while playing with myself, while you're penetrating me and like rubbing.
There's a lot going on there.
It just makes it better.
Like that,
yeah, I like
sometimes
it. Yeah.
You know what?
Things to make
so I would say
excited.
that's overrated. Like women not going the extra mile. Like touch yourself, jiggle it. I know some women are against bringing in a threesome. Now I will say we talked about this the last time.
Yes, we did.
Because when he
male or female.
Well, I would say a female because the guy's probably not so comfortable, and for me. It automatically would feel like a violation, if I have two guys.
That eliminates 90% of the staff.
At least you ain't going to get pregnant.
If it's like that, but let's say, for example, I'm going way out there, but I'm going to get back to my point of
go ahead, girl.
You got plenty of time.
Go as way
I am
far
a
as
sexual
you
person,
want.
but I would not, if I was super single and with the right two guys that are bisexual that we all trust each other and know everybody's clean, I would be down with getting down and seeing them get down. But yeah, I know y'all not into that.
Oh no, you've been in California too long.
No, that's
you had me, but when you said bisexual, I said, wait a minute, where is she going?
Bisexual men.
Yeah, and then you said watching them get down. I was like, nah, yeah, we all lost on that.
Well, I don't know. I know I lost you. I'm sorry. It's primarily guys in here, but I like seeing people enjoy them.
And with that, let's go to the first question.
Excellent job.
Before we go to the first question,
my man ain't with that. When I told him, he was like, he don't even, he's one of those. I can't even.
My question is, you sure you want to go down that road with her with these questions?
Yes, I do. Because it makes for great TV.
Because she got
Grindhard TV.
She got a lot of water there, so she's gonna have a lot of spitting.
Well, that's okay. No, only you spit.
All right. Well,
but
I got
the first one is facials. How would you like it if sex always ended with someone squeezing a jet of warm, salty paste in your face? Let me finish.
Go ahead.
It's like fun games of sex Russian roulette that might require an eye wash station and or a quick shower to get out of your hair. Be a gentleman and do it somewhere else. Your Jeroslyn, facials.
No, okay, so now I will like
a warm donut.
Right, so I know I sound freaky and I'm open to things. I really am, but everybody just has their own limits. I don't like that on my face.
Splatter.
And I've let it happen, but I did tell them afterwards, like I really don't like it. But if I'm down to do what you want to do. Yeah. Definitely not if I have my wig on. Like
they say it clears the skin.
Jocelyn,
Allegedly.
suppose that pimple that just don't want to leave with Clearasil.
Allegedly, I know, but it's not. It's just
Put it right here. Put it right here.
It's just a bit violating because it's like honestly, like women don't come that way. So y'all want to be all over here.
Well,
like,
you remember you live in L.A., home of blacked and all Porn Valley.
I don't do that to you.
Like you just like your mama.
All you gotta do is just wipe your
That's
hair.
my
But
Robert.
Y'all putting all that over there and then
Stop moving your face.
Automatically turns sticky. It's like wax,
You
like
know
from
why?
a candle.
It's all
once
over your
out
because
there.
y'all be moving.
It's just
Stop
too
moving
much.
your face and take it.
No, I don't. It's just not primarily my thing, and I don't swallow. But that's only because I have a weak gas.
Back of her mind, I know she swallowed. What about you, Step Pearl?
I know.
What about you, Step Pearl?
Such a
Facial.
disappointment.
It's like having a female rodeo here.
So I agree with her. I don't allow that to really happen because
Right.
it is kind of like a violation thing mentally when you really think about it.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'll give you a scenario. My girl calls me up one day and she goes, I had some amazing sex, but she's like, he shot me in the eye, and she goes, my eye's red and it's infected. It's all.
Wear goggles the next time.
I was like,
Yeah.
remember that, girl.
You get an eye infection. It's happened.
What about you, rodeo? You cool with shooting dice, hitting sevens?
Listen, ain't nothing wrong. Listen. The reason why it gets all over the bed because your woman be trying to move. Take it like a woman. If you know what I'm saying, if you got me to this point, you might as well take it.
Yeah, it's your hard
From the
work that's
neck
making
down,
it
I'm
happen.
fine with it going anywhere else. I literally just don't care for it on my face. I feel like you wanting to put it on my face is to boost your ego, and I just don't care for that.
I don't want it on your. I don't want it on your neck
Yeah,
enough because I don't want to choke you with it.
Oh Lord Jesus!
What about you? What about you, Classic? Your thoughts on facials?
I'm
all for it.
I'm all for getting facials, honestly. That's how it keeps my beard nice and shiny.
What man doesn't? That's the question.
I have no issue with a woman being on top of me and squirting all over my face. I've had women actually come up and then squirt down. So it literally just
That's right.
It encompasses my face, and I have women grind into my face.
That's right.
And push it into my throat.
That's
so I have
okay.
no problem
I'm here
with
for
it.
that.
So I have
I'm
no
here for
problem
those
with it.
facials.
I know a woman deal with a man in a wheelchair. She always puts. She say he always right there when I need him. Just roll the chair.
That's right.
Come here, baby. She's like,
We need to show.
Let's move on to the next one.
look, and he go, and he gets to, he got that. He go,
No. Why did he go?
What do you
Here we
want,
go,
baby?
But you know what? That's right. We need to
Tell
show more
me.
love to our disabled community. They got it. Still work too. Okay.
You know what? I'm scared though. Like I see some disabled women. They look good. I don't know how to say like
This whole
I just
segment's
wanna
out of control.
I just want you to
told
stay
you.
right there in a midget. Like I really want
Yeah.
a midget.
No,
so
yeah.
I just want to walk up to her and just pound her
Oh my
face in like
gosh.
this. Like enjoy this.
One of my old colleagues in
don't know.
LA, he had sex with a midget and he said it was like the best.
I'm telling you.
He
Yo.
was like, you could just flip her
No.
around.
Flip her
and-
around,
and
like-
then he was like, it was so tight because
But
it's so
you-
tiny.
Oh my god.
but that'd be cute to have a midget.
their butts are
because
so big.
When the
Exactly.
midget grabs your thing with her hand, you have the. She says you got the biggest penis ever in the world. So
Right.
you're like this,
Or
and
the
it keeps-
smallest.
It keeps going up.
Little women are taking over, ladies. You better watch out. Watch your man around these little women.
Facts.
They'll take your man.
Hide your kids.
You'll
hide
never
your
see them
wife.
coming. You'll never see
Let's
them
go
coming.
to the next one. We're talking sex positions, most overrated sex positions. The next one is sex on the beach. You might think a good solution to an unpleasantness of water-based sex is to have sex on the beach. It's such a cool concept, but there is even more famous cocktail named after it. You've got the water nearby. You've got the open air. You've got the infinite amount of sand get into every nook and cranny of both your private areas. You know what's on second thought? Sex on the beach is not really that great. Your thoughts? You love sex on the beach.
I've done it a few times. I just, the sand.
Here in New York or in California?
Puerto Rico, and in New York. The sand, it just gets all up in your booty crack and in your vagina. It's overrated. It's overrated.
What about you, Classic?
I thought it'd make it dry.
What about you, Classic? Sex on the beach?
Yeah, I did it. It was South Beach. And we moved from the sand because the sand was crazy. I was like, nah, let's go into the water. So we went about like 4 feet deep in the water. I had her back to the waves. It was the best because the wave would push her. And then the wave would push me. So you just going like this the whole time.
I would be so freaked out though because
You
there's
just
all those
stroking all
those
day.
jellyfish and stuff in
Listen,
the Miami
I didn't
water.
care at that point. It was too wet
I
and
know.
too good. I was in a...
Yeah.
Steph
No,
Pearl,
Jesus.
sex on the beach.
Absolutely.
All for it. Well, you live on the beach.
Right.
So
right.
she don't even do it in her bed no more.
Right.
Rodeo, when was the last time you had sex on the beach? And not that you don't drink either, so you wouldn't have that either. So sex on the beach.
Yes, because she can't complain that she's dry. Just take her ass in the water.
So it makes your life easy.
And also, you can't get up pregnant because the sperm would just float away in the water.
Wait.
too.
No,
That is
The
not
sperm
true.
is not
Boy,
floating away, bro.
What?
If I'm inside,
And
I'm
besides-
shooting the shot.
Kids, do
Facts.
not take advice from this man.
Yeah, no, please. Yes, thank you for that public service.
Somebody
Keep
gonna
in
do that
mind-
too. They know they did.
Hold on a second.
Keep in mind, when you have sex in the water, a woman does not stay lubricated.
Right.
She gets dry. Salt
Yeah.
water.
Exactly. Thank you for pointing that out. Because dudes
If you
feel
know-
like, oh, we in the water. Like, no.
All right,
like,
take her
But
to
here's
a
the
pool
thing,
then.
if you know,
No, that's uneducated, dude.
but Ken,
Yeah.
Take
if
her to
y'all
a
know
pool.
how to make sure to treat her right, she will stay wet in the water. That's a fact.
Well,
I
that's
guarantee
true.
if you can mentally, and the only thing is mental stimulation is the biggest stimulation. Everybody knows.
Boys and girls, start with your shower
Talk
first.
a little
and
bit. I'm telling you.
Then
gotta-
move to the beach. Don't start with the beach. Start with your shower first. Make sure she's clean. Let's move on to the next one. And we're talking 69ing.
Oh, okay.
What's fun about 69, I ask? It's almost impossible to
Right.
simultaneously have enough
Right.
self-possession to actually pleasure each one at the same time. If one of the people involved in a 69 orgasms is almost certainly because they've stopped contributing and just allow somebody else to do most of the work. Are you in favor of 69, Jeroslyn Johnson?
I mean, I do it very often.
Are you a fan of it, or you just do it for him?
I'm a fan of it sometimes. It's just not really. I prefer like to either do him or he do me. Like,
Oh,
I,
you're
you
very,
know.
very nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
very
I don't.
nice.
Because the thing is, like, it's hard for me to really enjoy what he's doing to me if I'm over there.
That's what the study says.
And listen, like, giving head is such a process. I'm sorry, like he knows. Like I do it, but I hate when he's taking so long to like. I hate it.
You get
Like,
lockjaw?
Yeah, you lockjaw. It's like I'm moving my head. Y'all don't got to do all that. You're literally just moving your tongue. So it's like, come on. It's
Nah, that's not true.
Once again, it's not. It's fair. It's
Rodeo
not as fair.
69, and you're in favor? Yes or no?
Hell yeah, why not? Just make sure that
But you
got
deal with a lot of big women.
Make sure you got a back brace on because sometimes your
Right.
back locks
Yeah,
up.
you need a back brace, bro.
You
Them big girls you play with.
Rodeo be the one on top.
So that's
No,
where,
he be the one on the bottom. He's the bottom.
Started from the bottom, now on here.
What about you, Steph Pearl? 69.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She's like, absolutely 69.
Best of this for everybody.
I like the double pleasure of it. Pleasing the
Steph,
man,
you-
man pleasing me.
You can have a new career if you like. I mean, I didn't know this
Damn.
stuff. What
Jocelyn
about
took it
you,
out of her.
classic man? Just your thoughts on?
Absolutely.
I take 69 a little different. I take it as a challenge. So my theory is I'ma outdo you. So if you think you can give head better than I can give head, I'm gonna do it so good that I'm gonna make you stop.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna force you to feel bad afterwards.
Take that.
Cause
No,
then you're
that's
gonna
just
do
like
something
a
extra for
battlefield.
me later on.
No, no. I mean, there's guys like that. It exists. I swear. I mean, I'm with one, and then prior to me getting with him, I remember I had been with a guy, and he went down on me, and it was so good. And I remember saying to him, like, "Oh my gosh, that was so good."
I didn't know you.
I
That.
want you to eat out one of my friends so I could be like, see, girl.
I like this girl, G Money.
Well,
I've been through that. I've been through that.
Wait, you actually,
I've been through that.
You actually had him eat one of your friends' house?
no, I was
Oh.
just telling. I told him
You
that.
was joking or you was serious?
I was joking.
I've been through that.
But
But
I
he
didn't-
took it serious, like, yeah.
No, I mean,
all right.
I didn't like him. Like, it was, I could even tell you further on the story of how I ended up bumping into him a whole year later and forgot. I know he probably thought I was the biggest hoe, but I really just didn't remember him. I only remembered his mouth. So it didn't have a face. So I
Not
couldn't
your
really-
teeth,
to him like,
but
how
your
you
mouth.
doing? How you doing? How
That's
you
true,
doing?
though.
But no, I was
You can
joking with
seriously
him.
forget.
But you can forget.
You can forget how the person is in
Because-
general,
right.
Because that one thing outweighed everything.
Because
else.
you want to know what? He needed to do that. Because once it got to the sex, his penis was so tiny. And I was like, you know what? Now I see why you do it. So
No, wait. What do you consider tiny?
That's true, though.
What's tiny?
when it feels like a piece of bubble gum. And it makes you question yourself, like, am I
What
loose?
like
all
a piece,
sliding
All
out?
right, so
'cause
it's
it
like the
ain't-
pinky finger. Is this like this
like
or
a
what?
juicy
It
fruit
could even
or
be like
or
this, but just not really even penetrate.
a juicy fruit or Wrigley's,
Bubble-licious.
Bubblicious. Oh,
wow.
Bubba.
I've had two of those. The other dude, I gave him a second chance, and that's when I
Thought
knew,
it was
like,
gonna grow.
or some, well, no, it's because he gave amazing head, and so it kind of reels you in. So it's
does.
like, all right, let me try this again. But every time it's like, oh my god, I should have.
Did you tell him that, or you just left?
Yeah.
No, but when he ended up going around Old Westbury and telling people I had sex with Jeroslyn, I was like, well, honey, listen, if you want to tell everybody, tell the truth that you got a little bubblegum penis.
Oh my.
Yo.
Jeroslyn Johnson,
There's
ladies
that.
and gentlemen. Jeroslyn Johnson. We're in the middle of question of the day. We're going to take one more for the take a break. And we're talking about overrated sex positions. Question day presented by Grindhard TV. Grindhardtv.com. Go get everything ladies greatest. Grindhard TV. Next one is pile driver. You know what a pile driver means?
Is that like, and my legs are up in the air and it's like,
Good answer. Good answer. Like
You gonna
family
take
feud.
this.
Good answer. Another porn popularized sex position that's dumber than the reverse cowgirl is the pile driver. Who in the universe wants to be upside down while getting tore down for keeping it clean? So again, you're kind of right. It's being upside down and like you were being jackhammered.
It's not my favorite.
But you've done it.
Can you could give a girl a concussion. You could drop her.
You can kill her.
Yeah. And your neck can get sprained or something.
Being a merchant. Why
Call
you
the
here,
next day, like,
Jeroslyn?
what happened?
Pile driver.
Right. I got pile. Sorry, I got
I had
pile
sex
driver.
with Teddy last night. Like, damn, Teddy was that good? Yeah.
So you're not a fan of it, but you will do it to please your man, your future husband.
Or like if I'm drunk enough, I be doing everything.
I bet.
You be doing it.
I do the same thing. Yeah.
I got to get to California.
Yeah, blame it on the alcohol.
What about you, Steph Pearl?
Mr. Chinatown, we heard about you.
No, I've been there, done that. That's what happens when
You've
you
been
get
there, done
with
a lot.
Wait. That's what happens when you get with a very, very, very young guy.
Like Nelson.
I'm like, what?
Like Nelson's age.
She laughed at
What?
what?
And I'm like, oh, snap! I'm in my 30s. Like, what?
That
no,
had to
this
be
is the
fun
last
though.
time.
That had to be fun though.
What about you, classic pile
I
driver?
ain't
Yes or no?
pile driving nobody.
I
man.
don't know.
I pile drive him in a different way, but I ain't picking nobody up.
The rock bottom, like the rock.
I might do some other type of pile driving. I ain't picking nobody up and bouncing them around.
Rodeo pile driver.
I'll be scared I'll drop him.
You probably would let them slip.
You be like, look, you be like, ooh, you feel good, and just drop them. You know what I'm saying?
And then you the macho man.
And then
ooh,
after
yeah.
you drop, you say, I came, you know. You be laying on the floor.
Well, you know what? We got one more. This has been fun.
Are you serious?
Yes. And again, it's the question of the day, most overrated sex acts presented by Grindhard TV, grindhardtv.com. And the top one is reverse cowgirl.
That's my favorite.
Why?
One of my favorites.
Why?
I love it because it's even from the start of my sex career, the missionary.
She's in California, ladies and gentlemen.
Riding used to always make me nervous because I was always insecure about my breast size and stuff. So I didn't really like.
Ain't
them
nothing wrong
looking.
with your breasts.
Well, now they're perfect, but
Oh.
I started young. I lost my journey as a teenager. So when I was young, like boys once you get on top, and I'm like, you're still so insecure about your body. I don't want you looking at me. But the reverse cowgirl was always the perfect go-to because your ass looks amazing. I don't got to look at you. You don't got to look at me. And like I said, I like to touch myself. So it's like it's the perfect angle where you can ride him, not looking at his face, and touch yourself. And your ass looks great, and it kind of just does.
Just make sure you're not at a walk. You probably bang your head against it a few times.
Yeah, you should be facing the opposite end of the bed.
You should be
not
facing
on the
away
bed.
from the
Yeah,
bed. The
guy-
headboard
the guy,
your back.
right? Like the guy should be up there, and then you're on the.
You're at the end of the bed.
Yeah.
Thank you for that public
He
service.
always so backwards.
Well, that's why he's rodeo.
got a big bump on your head. You didn't have
What
sex.
about you, Just the classic man, reverse cowgirl?
I mean, I think most of the women I know, they enjoy riding, so it's more for the women than the man. I like it from the back, or I actually like missionary because I got my nipples rubbed. So I just put that out there. That's just my little thing. So reverse cowgirl.
You
really
like
doesn't-
your nipples rubbed?
I love my nipples rubbed. Like I make them lick their fingers and then rub my nipples at the same time. Facts.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, clean that up, buddy.
I love that you said that because there are guys out here like it's a thing. Like I know,
It's a
I
thing,
love my
facts.
nipples touched, but most
really?
women do. But
It's still a
there
sensation
are guys,
for men.
right? There's
It's still a
guys,
sensation
yeah,
for men.
More guys need to be embrace the nipples.
Like if you're not having sex, your nipples are getting hard as a man.
Rub,
Hold on,
like the
hold on,
breast
hold
rub.
Okay.
nipples, not my
See,
breasts.
okay,
Go ahead.
so I have D boobs. Okay, I don't get
D-block.
I don't get aroused by.
I think those are like triple D's, homie.
D block.
Anyway, double D.
My bad.
Not bragging.
I was looking from the side view. My
These
bad.
breasts are fabulous.
Steph, you want to talk about your double D's, please?
I'm just saying, a woman with big breasts sometimes doesn't have that sensitivity
Right.
as someone with like
The
a
tiny
A or
breasts.
B cup.
Yeah.
What are your
Oh.
size,
I'm a
Jeroslyn?
B.
Okay.
Yeah,
So she ain't running from
certain
nobody.
things. But what I do enjoy is like the breast in general being caressed.
So there you
it's
go.
different.
It's different. And like I said, everybody's bodies have different sensations. You know, like some guys do like really like you to give a lot of attention to their balls. Some guys don't.
Nibble on them a little.
That's true. Because some guys are funny. Like when you rub their balls, it's too close to their anus, and they don't like
they
that.
don't even like it.
They don't like that.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
I have super freaky friends that do not like to get, who don't like to get fellatio. They don't like to get oral sex. They'll give it, but they don't even like to receive it. I'm like, girl, you
Something
are
wrong with
crazy.
them.
Why? What's she scared of?
I know.
But see, now men giving oral sex to a woman, I think it's harder than women giving oral sex to a man.
Oh, no.
And this is why. If you're a man, you actually have to go up to the clit to come back down to the hole and then go through up and down on the walls.
No,
and it's a lot of work. Because a woman, you could just stay on the one thing and go up and down. A man, you got to travel up. And you got to come down, and then you got to move around and do different things. But
you're only really doing that with your tongue. Like, see, with a woman, I feel like because we have to do all the motion.
Bobbing for apples.
And then your hands. Oh, spit on
No,
it.
I don't like no hands.
Like, if you're
No
doing
hands.
Then I got all this stuff on, all this gook on my hands, and I'm
doing the dance.
That's
like a dance. Do the monkey.
And then again, like you can start to get the lock jaw.
Same thing though. Males still get the same thing. If you eating it correctly, she's gonna grab your head and push you in.
No, I ain't getting no lock jaw for eating no coochie.
I'm not gonna lie. I've thrown up on my man.
What?
You threw up on him?
Yeah, I have a weak gag.
Oh,
reflex,
okay,
so
that's
I
why.
can't eat. I can't even
take all the way.
I'm the kind of person that I can't even like. I have to be careful when I brush my teeth after a night of drinking or just I swear to God, just last night I made myself throw up by accident.
Bazooka Joe didn't do that for you.
I was just brushing my teeth and I had just ate a sandwich like a little bit right before I brushed my teeth, so I threw up.
Jeroslyn, did Bazooka Joe do that to you too?
Who's Bazooka?
No, not these little Bazooka Joes. Y'all can't make nobody throw up. And let me tell you something. That's the most disrespectful thing you could do is be out here pump faking like you got something you working with and you know you got a little penis. And they got stuff for that. You can take pills or get something, you know, the same way women are open to enhancing our bodies, enhance that little bubblegum penis.
But you know what? That's whack because you get into a woman's vagina and she be like, oh, my vagina is this, that, and the third. And you hit that wall
and it smell like bacon
and you
bits.
look down and you got 3/4 of your Johnson still hanging out and you banging on her. She's like, oh, it's too hard.
Nah.
I ain't even getting in there. What you talking about?
Her ball is her machine you be hitting against.
Or you meet that one girl, you go in there and you can go like this. You can swing to the left and you can swing to the right and it's so wide open. You like this. You in a sea of, you don't know what, you can't feel no sensation or nothing.
But that's not your fault. But for the ones where it's like, oh, if it's like too big, like you know, you working with something. And it can continue to be like, you know, I've been with my man so long, but there's still certain positions and angles. It's like, no, he can't. It just hurts me for whatever reason. It just hurts.
And your man is Caucasian.
He's white and Puerto Rican.
Yeah, so they break the stereotype.
I would say that comes from the Puerto Rican side.
Okay.
Hi, Poppy.
I'm just saying. Y'all know, like the Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, y'all know y'all got that African in y'all genes. Because I've always been with Spanish dudes, like, you know.
Hey, Poppy.
Yeah, I've been, Dominicans boys, they be, what?
Oh, man.
Jeroslyn Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. No, that's going to end Question Day. Question Day getting presented by Grindhard TV.
You want to end this?
Wait, can I respond to that lady who criticized me for giving out?
Oh, please, yes. Tell us where you heard.
So I recently was on site with Ra Ali. Her
what
new
name?
Show,
What's the name? What's the name of the lady? We gonna throw names out or no names?
I don't know. She just commented on the YouTube, and so you know,
I was Trump's
saying,
old lady.
And you guys got the receipts. I was on this show 3 years ago, and I said that I'm open to a hall pass. This is something I do believe in. Like I saw the movie, and I'm like, hey, you know, if you saw the movie Hall Pass, you saw these are married couples, and then look, one woman ended up hooking up with someone, and she regretted it. The guys were trying so hard it didn't even happen. So at least just be open to letting your man explore. I'm not even going to curse. But it's like when you do that, that's going to make him want you even more. One. So that's one. Two. Be secure in yourself. So I'm not saying you got to have a hall pass, but don't sit here and judge the next woman who's at least open. Y'all don't know what people like to do. My parents went to hedonism when it first opened. They was getting jiggy in the hot tub with other couples in there. You know what I'm saying? You can't judge, and they're still happily married. So maybe you need to explore your horizons and keep your man happy. And that's because.
Would you be interested in doing the swinger thing? Would you be?
No,
interested?
they didn't swing.
They do that a lot in Cali.
Because even my parents, they wanted to swing with them. At hedonism, it gets popping. And I want us to go. I told told him I want us to go to hedonism.
I'll
but
be in the next tub.
I'm not gonna swing. Like I'm open to seeing how we feel. Just having sex in a room with other couples or in thing. What
Let me know when you go.
Oh God. But
She laughed at you too.
the lady basically said to me on YouTube, because I said I would be open to giving my man a hall pass, and she said, says the woman who it took her 12 years to get a ring. And so my response back to her was, it could take me 30 years to get a ring, and I will still be in a much happier relationship than somebody who's throwing stones who more than likely lives in a glass house.
Yep.
Like my relationship is so good. And that was another thing, like, even when I was putting the pressure on him about putting a ring on it, because I'm like, look at this couple and look at that couple. And he was just like, babe, like, you really don't think we're happier than them? Like, me and my man are so good. Like, we're literally best friends. I recently... I went to an exotic painting in LA with my gay friends. And one of my gay friends wanted to touch this guy's penis. But of course he didn't want him to touch his penis because he's letting all the girls touch his penis. So I grabbed the guy's penis so that my gay friend could come and touch it. And then I fell back, and the guy was like, yo, how you gonna do that to me? I was like, we're all customers. We all paid to be here. You gotta be inclusive with your customers. So I ended up telling Mark that, and he's like, you out here touching dick? Like, what? But at the same time, like, it's that's our relationship.
I love
like,
her.
what I'm saying is that,
I love
honey,
her.
you talking about me, it taking me 12 years. You don't know, all you need to know is we're good.
I just
Can
hope
you
that
say
she
the
had
same?
as hand sanitizer when she did it. That's
Or was next to a bathroom.
Well, no, you've never been to an exotic painting. I mean, don't go, unless they do one for girls. But it is lit.
Don't tell Lordy what to do.
All of us are in there, everybody, because the guys that they're walking around, you're painting their penises, and or you could paint their butts or whatever. They have it was like pre-made, so they had some.
Brian said, I'm never going to LA again.
Yeah, they do that out here. What you mean? Exotic painting is everywhere. They'd be even more lit in Atlanta. But yeah, you could touch.
I'm sure Atlanta is more lit.
You might have breast and penis on the same person.
But here's the thing for the guys that are out here, because they can make a lot of money doing these exotic paintings. The boys with the nice bodies or whatever. You have to be inclusive.
Well, I did lose.
There are gay
doing
men
it
out there that want to come to exotic painting too, and so that's what it was. Is that they were letting all the women, and there was a group of them.
I'm a Republican. No, we're not doing it.
I came with a group of gay guys, and they wanted to see balls. You know what I'm saying? So y'all letting all these women touch
Go to
on
the
you?
U.S. Open.
You got to be inclusive.
But
so
wait.
that's why I did what I did.
It's open season. It's open.
And then I left. I was like, grab it.
But wait a minute, hold on. But there's a difference though. Like,
So I didn't necessarily cheat. I was taking one for the team.
Oh, good.
there's still a difference though. Like, it's like you wanna look, you could look. You ain't gotta touch, bro. You can see my balls is right here.
The way she did, she's like a commentator. She gonna touch like, yeah, it feels real warm right now. You know what I'm saying?
I literally did not grab the penis because I wanted to grab the
shaft.
penis.
You
Yes,
grabbed the
I
shaft.
grabbed it so that my gay
friend
friend
could
could
touch
touch the penis. So
And
I was being a good friend.
You sound like
I have a weird question to ask you.
Powers
Hold on. I got a weird question to
We
ask you.
gotta wrap it up after this.
Is he walking around with a hard penis, or is he walking around with a semi-soft penis that you're able to
A
grab
chubby,
it?
perhaps.
Yeah, they need it's like semi-hard, but some of them, like, if it's soft, it don't look right, so they need to figure that out. So
Need
they'll
fluffers.
so that's how they, like, the girls will go,
And try to give him a little.
but I
something.
wasn't doing all that. Yo, girls was wilding.
Was they taking it?
No, nobody was putting it in their mouth, but like girls was having a lot of fun.
And that's going to end today's question of the day. Vivid TV, call me. I got a new show option, free content for you.
They should make that a show. Exotic paints. It's going. It's
Well,
a thing.
we got a network, kid, Jeroslyn. I know you got a lot of jobs, but maybe I'm gonna call you about that.
Oh no, we gotta get out of
We'll
here.
bring the candy.
But again, thank you so much, and I really appreciate
Thank you guys for having me.
I love you.
Facts.
Yes.
So, will you be in LA or be in New York for your birthday?
No, I'm coming. I'll be back in LA after the new year. I haven't even booked my return flight yet.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'll go back.
So
eventually.
maybe we'll all get together and I bet to hang out for your birthday. You're an
Maybe I'm really
engaged
busy.
woman.
I'm busy. Yeah. I mean, I'm busy. I'm just not lying.
That was her way of saying no. She's like, I'm busy. I'm
Yeah.
busy. I'm
No,
busy.
I'm
The whole
seriously
past-
busy.
The
I
hall
met the
pass
whole
didn't-
team, his birthday, and
But
the
the
team.
hall pass didn't expire yet.
I don't want to talk about hang out with
First of
Justin's
all, wait,
birthday.
the hall pass didn't start yet. But what I've said is I am open to giving my man a hall pass around the time, like later in our relationship, maybe when we're like 40 or 50. You know what I'm saying? We're not nowhere ready to have a hall pass.
You've been with him 12 years, but we're not going to get into that because we talked about that already.
Next time.
Jeroslyn, Jocelyn, what people can reach out, find more information.
At
see some
Jeroslyn
interviews?
Diva, Jeroslyn Diva, and if you search me on any other social network, I'm the only Jeroslyn, so you'll find me.
This has been fun. This has been unique today, but it's been fun. Jeroslyn Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick break. 950 Lounge. We keep it going. Come on back. Hey, it's your boy 950 Kev from the 950 Lounge Show with LeBron James and the radio game. The most electrifying man in media today. And I'm 1/5 of the best team in radio. So I'm joined by my brother Rodeo, the funny guy. Just the classic man, the cynic, a.k.a. Mr. Roper, backstage Ed, and the lovely, super talented Steph Pearl. It's 950 Lounge every day, all day on multiple networks. So tell us a listen. Let us know what you think. Catch us at www.950lounge.com, on my Instagram at 950kev.